This workout is going to be so insane.
I'm Erin. After over a decade of being a CrossFit coach and personal trainer, I ditched the gym for workouts at home. But even for a fitness instructor, working out alone can be tough. So I invite you to work out with me. Welcome back, everyone. For today's workout, we're mixing up cardio and an upper body movement. We'll be doing 1 minute of cardio and then 30 seconds of our upper body press. We're doing that 8 times for a total of 12 minutes. Ideally, I want you running in today's cardio. If you have a treadmill, that's awesome. If you have space to run, that's great too. We're going to be doing cardio for 1 minute at a time. Allison and I are going to be running sprints up and down our driveway. If you have space to run, you're gonna run 30 seconds in one direction, 30 seconds in the other direction. If you don't have space to run and you don't have a treadmill, no problem. I want you running in place, or if you want to take the intensity up, you can do high knees and or butt kicks. So maybe you do all 60 seconds of one of those movements, or maybe you do 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds of butt kicks. Another option for cardio that's going to involve the upper body is going to be mountain climbers, where you're in a push-up position and you jump the knees forward, alternating towards your chest. That is a challenging option. Like I said, we're going to be doing 1 minute of cardio, and then we're going to be doing 30 seconds of an overhead movement. If you have weight to press up overhead, that's awesome. We've got options here. So let's say you have heavier kettlebells or dumbbells. You're going to be doing what's called a push press, where you do a dip and drive and essentially jump the weight up overhead. You can do this with a kettlebell or dumbbell in each hand, or if you only have one heavier kettlebell or dumbbell, you can spend half the time doing a push press with one arm, half the time doing your push press with the other arm. This is what you'll see me doing in today's workout. Let's say you have lighter weights. You can do what we call a shoulder press. So this takes out the lower body movement and you're just using your shoulders to press that weight up overhead. If you don't have weights, but maybe you have a weighted medicine ball, you can use that today. You're gonna bring the medicine ball to your chest and then toss it up overhead. If you don't have anything weighted, grab a soccer ball or a different athletic ball, and again, you're gonna bring it down to touch your chest each time, and then toss it up just slightly in the air. Do this as fast as you can, and even though it's not a heavy weight, I promise you'll get a shoulder workout. If you have a barbell or a body bar, you can use that too, either a push press or a shoulder press. If you don't have any equipment at all, get creative. Maybe you've got bricks in your yard. Maybe you fill a water bottle or two full of water. A gallon of water weighs 8 pounds. So maybe you go get 2-gallon jugs of water and use that for your overhead press. If you absolutely have no weights, no athletic balls, nothing that you can think of, you are going to grab a pillow, and as fast as possible, you are going to bring that pillow to your chest and throw it up overhead as fast as you can. As soon as it leaves your hands, you're grabbing again, you're pulling it down to your chest, and then you're pushing it up as fast as you can. If you don't think that you can get a workout throwing a pillow up in the air as fast as you possibly can for 30 seconds at a time, I say, try it. Let's start the warm-up with 3 minutes of our 20-second drill. We're gonna start out jogging. Just jogging in place, getting things moving. All right, I got today's jog joke for you. How many lemons grow in a tree? Give up? All of them. You're welcome. Keep jogging. Okay, we're gonna go into leg curls. So take a slightly wider stance, and I want you squeezing your hamstrings, squeezing your butt muscles as you pull your heel up towards your butt. Good. 5 more seconds here. All right, we're gonna transition in knee pulls. So now we're pulling that knee straight up. Abs are pulled in nice and strong, like we're doing a crunch. Getting those knees up as high as we can. Might feel a little bit of stretch through the glutes. And 5 more seconds here. Looking good. All right, we're gonna go back to that jog. We're gonna add in arm circles, really big arm circles. We're using our arms today as we go up overhead. So shrug those shoulders up, get those arm muscles going. All right, let's switch directions. Keep the feet moving. Big, wide range of motion with the shoulders. Now we're gonna go to jumping jacks. Good. Again, really use those arms. Stretch up overhead. We're gonna need those shoulders to be warmed up. 5 more seconds of jumping jacks. Up next, we're going to air squats. Setting your feet about shoulder width apart, sitting your butt back as if you were sitting into a chair. Good. Making sure that our knees are pointed in the same direction that our toes are. And we're going back to our jogging. This time we're gonna add in arm swings, forward and back. Switch which arm is on top each time they come forward. We're gonna keep jogging here. We're change up the arms, punch to the ceiling. Getting those overhead movements going. Good, almost there. Five more seconds. And we're gonna finish off the 20-second drill with more air squats. This time, really reach the arms forward each time you squat. So we're squatting, we're getting that big arm movement in. 10 more seconds. Last squat. Good. Okay, we're gonna keep the workout warm up. We're gonna keep the warm up going with walkouts. So walkouts, we're walking our hands to a push-up position where our abs are in strong, and then we're walking our hands back in and standing up. Let's do 30 seconds of walkouts starting now. Standing up between each one. Walking all the way out until you're in that flat plank each time. Ten more seconds of walkouts. Good. Now, no matter where you are, I want you to come back down to the ground in this push-up position, but then we're gonna push our butt up to the air, and we're gonna alternate bending our knees and pushing our heels a little bit closer to the floor. So if you've ever been in a yoga class, this is like downward facing dog, but we're bicycling out our heels, getting a little dynamic calf stretch in. And we're here for about 10 more seconds. Excellent, let's stand it up. All right, we're almost done with the warm-up. A little bit more dynamic stretching. Let's go 30 seconds of alternating Samson stretch. That's where the knee is down. We're stretching the arms up toward the ceiling as we push our hips forward. Good, keep alternating. Ten more seconds here. And then we're gonna switch it out for our Spider-Man stretch. Spider-Man, that back knee stays up, both hands go to the inside of the front foot, and then we're sinking down toward the floor. And we can stay with our hands down as we switch out that Spider-Man stretch. Good, give me 10 more seconds here, switching out that Spider-Man. Good job. All right, we should be feeling ready for the workout. We are doing 8 rounds, 1 minute of cardio, and 30 seconds of our overhead movement. When it comes to that cardio, I want you to go hard, okay? But remembering that you have 8 rounds. So don't blow everything in that first 1 minute sprint, but I want that cardio to be challenging. When it comes to that overhead movement, if you have a heavy weighted object, you're gonna get less reps because you're really gonna be focusing on getting good form, moving in control with that weight. The lighter weight you have, especially if you're moving with that pillow today, you're still gonna get a workout, but I want you moving fast and full range of motion. So that object should touch your chest every time, and then I want you shrugging your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing those shoulders every time you toss the object in the air, and you're moving as fast as you can. Now, no matter if you have a weighted object or not, what we want to avoid is cranking our head up like this. So we want a slight gaze upward, but a mostly neutral neck as we go up overhead with our object. Get ready. We're going in 10 seconds. Starting with that cardio. 1 minute of cardio, 30 seconds overhead. 3, 2, 1.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. Looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad, I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to cross. I'm moving too far. Get to glass. We about to turn it on.
job out there today, everyone. It's cold outside, so I took it inside for a stretch. Give me 5 minutes and then we're done, promise. So we just did some shoulder stuff. Let's get that stretched out. I want you to take one arm behind you, arm parallel, and then take that opposite ear over toward your shoulder. We're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. So we're pushing one shoulder down, opposite ear toward the opposite shoulder. Feeling that stretch here through the side of our neck and the top of our shoulder. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. 10 more seconds in this stretch. Good, and now we're just gonna switch it out. So take the other arm behind you, forearm parallel to the floor. Stand up tall, and then we'll take that opposite ear over toward the opposite shoulder. 30 seconds here. Make sure you're taking some nice deep breaths. We want to let that heart rate come down. Think about how proud you are of yourself for getting that workout in today. We got 10 seconds left here in this stretch. All right, and let's come out of that. So now we're going to do a stretch for our shoulder blades called eagle arms. We're going to take our arms one under the other. If you can wrap them around and make some sort of contact here with your hands, even if it's a pinky to a thumb, that's okay. What we want to do is pull our elbows forward and up, and we should get that nice stretch here through our shoulder blades. If your hands aren't touching, do the best you can to crank your hands toward each other. As long as you're feeling that stretch through the top of your back, you're doing a good job. Let's go 5 more seconds here on this side. All right, note which arm is underneath. We are just gonna switch it out, other arm underneath, and wrap those hands around if you can. Let's hang out here, 30 seconds on this side. As you take those nice deep breaths, think about expanding your lungs into your upper back. We're trying to create as much space between our shoulder blades as we can. 10 more seconds here. And rest. All right, we're gonna stretch out the front of our legs. They got a good workout today while we were running. Find something to balance on. You know you're tall when you can use the ceiling to balance. We're gonna reach back, same hand, same foot, get a nice quad stretch. We're gonna hang out here for 45 seconds on each side. As we're doing this quad stretch, we want that kneecap facing down toward the floor. To get a little more of an intense stretch, we're thinking about pushing our hips forward. And we've got 10 more seconds here in this quad stretch. Keep pushing the hips forward, lifting through that ankle, kneecap down to the floor. We're almost there. And go ahead and release that. We're gonna switch to the other side. Find your balance again. Grab that ankle. Again, knee pointing down toward the floor. Let's hang out here 45 seconds. And we'll be here for 10 more seconds. Good, and release that foot. We're gonna take it all the way down to the floor in a seated straddle. So, pushing the furniture out of the way, letting the dog come over for a pet. Legs as wide as they can comfortably go. For some people, it might not be very wide, and that is okay. We're just going to let the dog lie down, and then we're going to relax forward. So we can let our backs round off here. You should feel that stretch through the inner thighs. You might also feel it through the lower back. We're just letting our bodies melt down and completely relax. We're gonna hang out here for an entire minute and a half, but it is our last stretch, so bear with me here. Take a few big breaths. Now, while we're here for an extended amount of time, I wanted to share with you our unquititude quote of the day. That unquititude is when we have an understanding that while we might not be where we want to be at today, we're closer than we were yesterday. So we're never gonna give up. And on that note, today's unquititude quote comes from a local hero, Pat Summitt. She was our women's basketball coach for many, many years and is one of the winningest coaches ever. In her words, she says, "Quit. We keep score in life because it matters. It counts. Too many people opt out and never discover their own abilities because they fear failure. When you learn to keep fighting in the face of potential failure, it gives you a larger skill set to do what you want to do." I love that quote from her. I love how she talks about fighting through diversity. I love that quote from her. I love how she talks through fighting through adversity, because when we do step outside of our comfort zone and allow ourselves to push through some discomfort, we can always come out stronger on the other side. And think of it as a silver lining, whatever, but it's always worth it to try new things and step outside that comfort zone. All right, that will do it for today. Let's ease out of that stretch. And thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.